Marcel, let's start with you. Jerry Jones Cowboys, are they getting a bit too cocky?
They are, man. You nailed that. It's amazing, too. He has a sense of humor, man. He knows who's to give success to and who not to because, boy, let me be a Hall of Famer. Think I would have rabbit ears? You think I would be sitting there like Jerry Jones always saying, who's against me? Or what critics exist? I want to shut them up. I think that's a troubling mindset for a guy so accomplished like Jerry Jones. He needs to walk around sometimes and just show people his 3 fingers, those 3 Lombardis I got. I don't care how distant they are, because I'll show them no fingers. And I played a decade, man. And this is a guy who just doesn't find the peace in his own success, and he's externally motivated. We all know it's better to be internally motivated, to count those with you than those against you. And looking at this Cowboys team, why ride that wave? You haven't accomplished anything. Just a month ago, we were writing you off. Now, we're writing you on. What's going to happen now? You're going to sit there and say, this is exactly what I wanted. Keep your eyes on the prize. It starts at the top. Jerry Jones, don't mislead this team into thinking that they've done something they haven't. It's too early in the season.
What are the guys in the locker room doing? They're focusing on the games. This is what Jerry Jones does. He takes it and he gets out in front of it so that none of his players have to take it and answer all these questions. For me, the Dallas Cowboys are just fine. He's right. He won the Amari Cooper deal.
Yeah.
They're having success. They were taking a lot of heat with Dak Prescott in his lack of what he was able to do. Then when he acquired Amari Cooper, it was the pressure is really on Dak now. Is he going to be able to perform? He's performed. The team is winning. They're fine. The guys in that locker room are locked in on winning game. Kyle Vander Esch said, look, we have no other options but to win out. So that's their mentality within the locker room. That's all that really matters.
I'm trying to figure out how I can get through this segment in the most unbiased way. Because the hate is still real. Okay? It's still real.
Right.
This is what Dallas does. This is who Dallas is. I had a guy this morning on Twitter chirping at me, a Dallas Cowboy fan. And I said, you know what? Dallas Cowboy fans are just like roaches when the raid is sprayed. Here they come. Here they come. You know, but this is what Jerry does. You know, he ran Jimmy Johnson out of town when he formulated and put together a great team. He won one with Switzer, and he struggled all of these years. And now all of a sudden, you know, they're on top of the NFC East. The NFC freaking East is what that's all they have accomplished right now. Okay? Yeah, they're looking better. They're looking better as a football team. There's no doubt about that. Okay? But you haven't accomplished anything yet. You haven't even won. Enjoy, Dallas Cowboy fans, enjoy this playoff run, because you're going to play one game. And that's it.
Man, well, you didn't get through the segment like you wanted.
He did.
You did. You were holding strong. It came out. It just leaked.
You let the hate out.
You let the hate out. Yeah. All right. The funniest thing about it is it gives credence to the Belichick Patriot way. It gives credence to a Nick Saban, those close to the vest leaders of their organization and programs who highly disturb me because it's not entertaining. It's not what I want. I want to pull the thread and get something from you. But the reason they keep it close to the vest is because it really keeps that locker room focused narrowly on what the goal is. When you start getting into all these other conversations, I don't necessarily say distractions, because I played for Jerry Jones. And who he is to the media and to the outside world is not who he is to an active player. We're not caught up in that. We're not watching his press conferences. We're not sitting there in the tunnel waiting for him to hold his scrum. We're not a part of that. We're a part of a guy who takes care of us, gives us proper resources, and is always supportive. That said, when those questions start to bombard you, you start to realize, what is going on? Who's out there driving this force that is coming to try and penetrate our locker room? Well, I think it's unnecessary.
The problem is we talk about this top-down approach when you're talking about organizations. It just doesn't start with the coach. It starts with the owner. Mm-hmm. So the message that he sends from the top gets filtered down to the coaches, down to the players. You know, so he can like the celebrity and being all out there in front of it. But the players are the one, he writes the check. Yeah. The players got to go out there on Sunday or Monday or Thursday and cash that check. Mm-hmm.
Here's the issue, and it's a serious issue. Over the past decade, the Cowboys have had some nice winning streaks in the middle of their season, at some point in their season, and then it falls apart. And I think I think Jerry has put together a beautiful plan, building that defense, getting Amari Cooper. I'm gonna give him credit, but they seem since Jimmy Johnson has left, they seem to struggle with handling success.
Yeah.
And that's where Jerry needs to look in the mirror, because I contend, again, with Dak Prescott, and early in the year, I was hopeful, and I've come to a conclusion. Dak's okay as long as there's some pressure, real pressure on him. His rookie year with Tony, should they bring Tony Romo back? The guy performed that entire time. Now this season nearly fell apart. A lot of questions about Dak. And then they get Amari Cooper. He started to play better. Why take any of this pressure off of Dak Prescott when he seems to play best when he's under pressure?
It's funny you say that. Jerry Jones literally said, I perform my worst when I'm praised. And you just said it. Basically, when this team starts to get praised, it comes from the top down. Jerry Jones like, I need a little hate in the world, in the universe, for me to go out there and feel it. And there are some people like that. They're externally motivated by negativity. I'm not built that way. I like peace, happiness. Hey, if I want to go get it, I don't give a damn if you're with me or against me. I'm going to go get it. And Jerry Jones is not leading his team by that example. He literally says, I need some hate for me to be great, which to me is going to set this team up once again for another late season failure.
See, I'm unbiased. I'm completely unbiased, and I've been highly critical of Dak Prescott as well as the Dallas Cowboys. And what I've seen is them answer the bell. Even when you look at your former team, the Eagles, chattering, saying that the Dallas Cowboys, they do this every year. They'll fold. Did they fold on this past Sunday? No.
Three quarters.
No, but my point is they did not fold. They finished. Yeah. We all know the number one word we hear all the time is finish. This Dallas Cowboy team has found a way to finish, whether we like the way they start, in their middle of the game playing, they finish ball games, and that's all that matters. And they have an owner who is excited about what he sees in the future, and why not?
It's a lot easier to finish, when there's a 12th man on the field. I'm going to leave it at that.
You'll put that VHS tape up.
But the thing I would tell you, you make a great point about Dak. When Dak was competing for a starting job last year,
rookie year.
His rookie year, rather. Dude played lights out. All of a sudden, Tony decides, when Jerry says, I'm giving the job to Dak, and he basically told Tony, probably be good for you to go ahead and take that broadcasting job. Yeah. Okay? There was no pressure on him last year. And you can say what you want about Zeke being in and out. I realize I'm of the opinion that Zeke is really the gas that makes that engine go. If he's not there, then they're not going to have success. I don't care how many wide receivers or what they do. He's the guy that makes it go. Now, all of a sudden, I think Dak is about to experience a different kind of pressure because he's never been in the playoffs in a situation like this. He's going to experience something completely different because now the expectations are different. When they went 13-3, it was all new. It was a first-time experience. But this time through, the expectations are going to be higher because when you start chirping and the expectations are up, you got to step up and answer the bell. And this is a different type of pressure than what you're talking about. When you fighting for your life, that's one thing. You fighting for your career, that's one thing. But when you fighting to live up to the expectations of a city, of an organization, of a bunch of teammates that's behind you, I don't see it quite yet. And I've always said, I sat right here on this set and I told you, I said, you know what? Dak is going to be a good quarterback. I don't ever see him being an elite quarterback.
Well, I want to be clear that I agree with Greg that going forward, who knows how this could play out? This could be a Super Bowl championship team.
You never know.
But I will say this, my own experiences tell me I'm not going to use the same formula that has been a formula of failure for me and my organization and then think that this time is going to work out. That's when you start to get into the place where I think the Dallas Cowboys are. They're kind of using the same mentality and formula that has led to so many
Are you talking about Jerry?
failures before, from Jerry on down.
Well, see, that therein lies the problem, because if he's using the same formula, then in his mind he thinks and believes that it's not his formula, it's not his system, it's something else.
The definition of insanity, bro.